Welcome to a new classic game. Here on the north we have Zazai playing as the Byzantines in the color green. They are a gold player. And here in the south we have Zoth9 playing as the Malians in the color red, and they are a platinum player. My name is Trui, and together with Nim.
Hi.
Hello.
We're on Rocky River, by the way. Yeah. So this is the first video since new update. I know. Sorry, it's taken a while. My dog ate my empire.
Yeah, so that's why it took so long.
That's why it took so long. So we've got a lot to discuss about the concerning the new update and everything, right?
Big Malian changes, definitely.
Big Malian changes. They have their fishing boats drop off some gold now. So
Very big.
I don't think that we're even going to see any fishing boats on this map. It is quite unlikely. Anyway, this first cistern, quite far out the way here, not covering their first sheep. And that's a change. That's for the that's for everyone here.
Oh.
The sheep are only 200 food these days now, instead of the 250 that they used to be. However, they've tried to also like put more sheep down below your town center, so your scout can be a little bit further away. So I don't know if people are gonna make better use of that, because typically, like, you know, your scout needed to be back at say around like before 3 minutes, right? But now you can scout a little bit more aggressively, I guess, because you have you start with like some more sheep below your TC. There's a little less food overall on the map from sheep, but I think it shouldn't add up to huge difference. But your initial sheep lasts quite a bit longer.
The sheep are being brought to the other side of the town center to being able to be in the range of the cistern at least.
Yeah, and he is moving some of his villagers over there, but I'm just there were more sheep that he could have done that with early, because he decided on that cistern very early already.
Yeah.
Could have done that. This is a small pit mine, isn't it? So you can't fit more houses around it than Zoth's fitting around it right here. For the Byzantines, though, one of the changes that they've made is the cost of the olive grove.
Oh yeah.
Which used to be 60 wood, I believe. I think they used to be 60 wood. Now 70 wood. A lot of Malian players love to open up with an early olive grove, but now it's a little harder to macro for that, especially if they wanted to like open up with 2. And it's gonna be the Grand Winery for the Byzantines, by the way. The Mansa for our Malian player. Where's the? Oh wait, I'm looking right at it.
It's right in the middle of the screen.
You can tell I've had too little sleep. Now, Grand Winery obviously coming down on the berry bushes is going to help with the with getting more olive oil from very nice position, by the way. From the berry bushes, yeah.
But also from the farms, right?
Yeah. From any farms that you build like in this range around it, yeah, they will also benefit from getting more olive oil. I don't think the spectator mode got an update at all.
I don't think so either.
I don't think there were any changes to that whatsoever, so that's too bad. Mansaquari's looking to probably just be on gold for the rest of the game. Can always switch it to stone if you want to sneak in an extra town center at some point into the game, which it's not necessarily bad again. Byzantines do tend to be quite powerfully economically, right?
Yeah, because they do get those bonuses from the cistern, so they basically they get like free extra wheelbarrow in a sense, right?
Yeah, Zoth heading out here, wanting to check like, hey, what am I up against?
3 villagers on the gold, just look kind of normal.
Spots out the barracks on the other side, so that's gonna be Limitane and encapsulates later possibly Varangians. Limitani being upgraded right now, and it's barracks from the Malians as well for the Donzos.
Wheelbarrow coming in for both players, and for Zazai we also have double products coming in, so going great on those economic upgrades.
Yeah, looking like a mercenary house for Zazai here. I think you would just go into javelin throwers. Let's take a look.
Not really choosing. In the meanwhile, Zod also takes the double product.
So I don't want the Keshiks, right? Because Donzos are pretty good. I don't want the Gulams because it's too easy to go into Musafati. And Tau the elephants are not great. Longbowmen good, but Malians have the javelin thrower.
And good archers.
Yeah, but javelin throwers are literally like an anti-range unit, right? So javelin throw, like here, this makes sense. This makes sense. Actually, yeah, good choice. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Walls coming up here for Zod, trying to protect himself a little bit.
I think both players are just looking to play it safe early on. They're not pumping a lot of units, just the bare minimum to make sure that they're not being raided really hard.
And they're gonna go Bikini Castle.
Yeah, Limitani moving up here. Let's take a look at that macro here. Zoth is grabbing a lot of wood. There is a lot of production coming down here, so it's probably not going to be
not looking for
straight to castle here.
No.
First, Limitani gonna throw a torch at that house.
Or no, decided to go for one of the villagers. But it's in town center range. Or is it not the town center?
No. That was just the javelins from the Donzos.
I saw something coming his way.
Yeah. No, every so often they can throw javelin.
Yeah, that's so confusing.
Because they're not javelin throwers.
They're not javelin throwers, but they do throw a javelin.
I do like the what's happening with the ecotech. Horticulture for Malians is not bad, by the way. So the cows, the cattle, do benefit from horticulture.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, then go horticulture for sure. That's definitely that will definitely help.
Well, I mean the cows are quite strong already, right?
Yeah. Okay. True.
They get you a ton of food.
So you're saying that it might be over booming on the food if you do that?
I think you probably don't need it unless you're have a really hard cavalry composition, right? Like lots of sofas, maybe.
Yeah, berries are running out here for Zazai, and it's going on to his sheep here.
Yeah, still plenty of sheep left here. I think quite a bit more than what Zoth had.
Yeah, there's no sheep left here.
Already out of sheep. Good thing that they're the Malians who can just go into the cows, but otherwise, still more forces moving out here for Zazai. Probably not going to achieve a lot, right? There are now javelin throws out on the field. Even with the the shield wall, right? You still can't take them. It's not a possibility. You can't take them.
And there's there's definitely a tunneling of units going on. They do have to come from a certain angle right now. They can't come from every angle. Definitely a good way to defend for Zoth here.
Yeah, more olive groves coming up for Zazai. Kind of a passive game, kind of a passive opening here. See, like this is if you had this on stone, right? That would have been quite nice. Like just plop in an extra town center at some point.
And that would definitely force Zazai to be pushing, because then you have like a win condition that would force your enemy to do something about it.
So it's 75 gold a minute. When did this come up? About 4 minutes? 4 minutes, 5 minutes? It wouldn't quite be there yet.
Forces going back to Zoth's side right now. Trying to look for that opening. Ooh, Zoth does want a lot of gold.
It's probably for the this. This is an awkward placement of the gold vein. Can't quite fit a ring of houses around this.
Nope.
The mining camp certainly doesn't help because it's in the middle.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if he's even planning to put a ring of houses around that one.
Yeah, I mean the second ring of houses is on around this one.
Yeah,
Could fit it around this one,
but that's on the side of Zazai.
Yeah.
It would be weird to like put it on the other side of the water, I would say.
Yeah, so the Byzantine player is making those javelin throwers, right? But they're just not quite in the numbers that that Zoth has them in. Again, I feel like it makes sense, right? To go for the Eastern Mercenary contract. Golden Horn Tower coming up. That's going to be in range of the system here, so it will get more
research speed.
Not research speed.
Oh.
So the Golden Horn Tower just produces mercenary units.
Oh.
Right? Any of the mercenary units that you have unlocked.
I thought it was a research facility.
No. And you can boost that production speed of those mercenaries with the cistern. So if you leave this on conscriptio, it will benefit from that.
Ah, yeah. Is there another Byzantine landmark that does research then?
No, you can get research out of this though, Dialecticus. If you switch the cistern to this, which this one could have been on maybe. I don't know if they switched it during, but it's not like those texts really were really all that time sensitive. But it's a good thing to do. Like if you have your blacksmith in here, right, and you're like, okay, let's upgrade some of those things. It's going to be border settlements here, so Zazai is going to get a lot more vision on his houses.
It hasn't placed his houses in a beneficial spot for that though. Has placed them rather close to each other.
And like right on the edge up here, Zoth is pushing in here, gets some kills off. The upgrades are coming in for Zazai.
Very good timing.
Yeah, he is upgrading that contract, so all of those javelin throwers will become veteran javelin throwers, but they're still not quite even if their veterancy comes in, right? With 9 javelin throwers, you're still not going to win from
24. Yeah.
And I figured this was coming up as soon as the age up came through here. The mangonel emplacement on the outpost, it does mean that Zoth needs something else to push this, because like as soon as this is up,
that's gonna hurt. Oh,
that's gonna hurt.
Yep. And realizing it directly that he's gonna need to fall back from that range.
Yeah, it was like either you push that outpost immediately on that age up, or you.
Oh no, they're grouped up as well.
I think these are accidentally going in because like he just had his units back here.
Oh, that one poor guy. Yeah, they're running back.
He's losing a lot of units to this one mangonel emplacement due to like just not carefully managing his army back there. Grant Flying Corral coming in the back here around the town center where all of the cattle are situated around that landmark, and it's gonna bring in tons of food. But the question is now, like, what is Zoth looking to produce afterwards, right? And it's looking a lot like some gold heavy units.
Yeah, let's switch it up to income per minute now, because we're gonna see a big boost in the income per minute for food for the Malian player here in a second.
Actually, I think it would be wise to move some of their food villages off of food right now, right? Considering the amount of extra food that you're gonna get from the landmark already.
Yeah, because like the amount that they're getting right now is about the amount that they could get from the landmark.
Right, and when it comes to the units that they can produce, there are 2 stables coming up, so it is going to be sofas that they're going to be looking to produce, which are going to be very food and gold intensive. The javelin throwers cost food, the Busafati cost some food, the Donzos do not.
I love that there's some spy sheep trying to look into if they're gonna push or not.
Yeah, it's been quite a safe game for both of these players. Both choosing to already take the big goals out on the side of the map instead of contesting the center golds.
We have not seen any relics being picked up. Have we gotten some monasteries?
Not looking like any monastery for the Byzantines, even though they have the Grand Winery, right? Like they can make monks from there straight away and just put the relics into the Grand Winery, which will give them, instead of gold, just give them extra olive oil income.
You can still move them afterwards.
You can still move them afterwards. I would, if I was Zazai, yeah, I feel like he's kind of dropping the ball on that, right?
Yeah.
Like it's 150 gold. It's definitely worth it. I think it's probably because his thought pattern maybe was interrupted. It's going to be imported shields for, imported armor for the Malians here.
What does that do?
Just adds extra defense for the sofas.
And double products, but then 3 double products. It's the upgraded version. How's that called again?
Yeah, you got it right.
Oh, it's just 3 double products.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not called like that. I know it's not. I know it's not. It's called lumber preservation. That's it. No, I'm just making up words in these casts. We got Bikini Castle. We got 3 double products.
Yeah, first relic coming in for Zoth here. It's strange, you're right. It is strange that the relics have not been picked up by Zazai. I think it's often something overlooked by gold players in general. Unless they're playing HRE, they're not picking up the relics. They don't like the relics. They're relics.
We see that +1 range defense coming in for Zazai, and we see a specialized pick also coming in for Zazai right now.
Yeah, and
a lot of guys on gold for Zazai as well.
It's, I think at this point, right, for Zazai, I think you just want to, because like they were going heavy onto the stone here.
Yeah, almost having enough for a keep here.
For a keep, which, yes, you could. A lot of the food obviously is in the center of the map, near the rivers here. There's like small deer packs and like a number of berry bushes.
2 sheep that are spy sheep.
2 sheep, there's spy sheep in the middle. But both of these players obviously are only looking to get food really from olive groves and the cows respectively. So they're not really looking to upgrade their food economies like this. However, both players are playing mostly economically, right? And Zoth is actually looking like he could go Imperial here if he's allowed to. Does he have any vision?
No, doesn't know what's coming because there is quite an army.
He's sending out a scout right now, actually.
He's gonna find that army.
And he's gonna see that there's a Varangian guard on the way. They are on the way. Immediately puts more units into queue, more sofas on the way. More javelin throwers, and actually the numbers are looking pretty even here. Lots of sofas out on the field, but there are limitane, which these javelin throwers could take out, but there are enemy javelin throwers on the field as well, just not quite in the number that the Malians have them in right now. Sofa heading to the enemy base here, but there are Varangian guards on this front line here, which are going to be a little bit tricky for those javelin throwers to kill. There are a good number of javelin throwers, but it still takes quite a bit to get through the armor of those Varangian guards. And actually, if we take a look at there are some units heading back here. Those sofas heading in underneath that town center. Camel Ride is joining the fray here, actually.
Villagers going into the town center, trying to stay safe, trying to get some extra arrows off. And meanwhile, these javelin throwers trying to survive, trying to get some more kills. Villagers on the run, going somewhere else. Better lands, chopping some woods. Not sure what the plan is.
I do like the quick response with the camel rider coming out, right, just to debuff all that attack power from the Sofa Warriors. Has only lost 4 villages, is not a lot, right? But the fight here at the front has been cleaned up, and I think that was a better fight for Zoth than it was for Zazai. Second town center finally coming up here, right? Had a lot of stone in the bank, could have probably macro towards that second town center a lot earlier than has happened here. 3 relics in the bank for Zoth, 2 relics in the bank for Zazai here. So still looking pretty even. This game can really still go anywhere, right? Neither of them really has like tons of map control. Neither of them have lost like all their units, but there is another new big group pushing out towards Zazai, and I think I do have to say that in terms of composition, right, Zoth's armies is looking better.
Is that the Elite Army Tactics coming in here on Zazai?
Elite Army Tactics is not available until Imperial Age,
what
so
is that
it cannot
on the
be.
left?
The left one?
That's right.
This is left actually. This is right.
No, yeah, Zazai is left. Yes.
Sorry, this is what you meant.
Military Academy. That's the one. That's the one coming in. It also starts with military.
It also starts with military, not to be confused with the military schools from the Ottoman player.
There's so many of these things, and you just need to recognize them by icons.
And you need to recognize them by icons. Yeah, no, military academy increases the production speed of your units.
And I know this one. This is arrow slits and attack. Ranged attack power by +1.
Yes.
And then on the other side we have
Yeah.
melee
armor. Yeah.
yes,
And
+1. Yeah, and poison arrows.
poison arrows.
Yeah.
You're so good.
I learn. We just have to keep seeing these icons, and then we're gonna get better at
Oh,
it.
actually, this is a problem
Ooh.
here. There are lots of
Zoth hasn't even scouted that there is gold there.
no.
So that's the only way that
Neither of them have
Oh,
actually
no.
scouted out the other's gold there. That is unfortunate here. Siege engineering coming on for Zoth here, and it's gonna be the teardrop shields, which does a lot of stuff. But among the biggest things I think it will probably do for our Byzantine players is that the Limitani have a little bit more move speed.
Ooh, mangonels. There's three
Three
mangonels.
mangonels out here.
Oh,
It's a good thing he scouted those out with the sofas rather than losing all of his javelin throws here.
Sofas
We'll
have
probably
a lot more
use
movement speed.
staggered formation or line formation here to when taking the fight.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, there are archers on the field here, but these are definitely they're gone.
Is he gonna fight it? Is he gonna run? The mangonels are coming in. The mangonels.
And that's a lot of shots.
Oh, it needs to change the formation though.
There are sofas heading over to the top side of the base there, but this is a tough fight, right?
You need to watch out for those mangonels. You can't stand in mangonel formation.
Needs to move those mangonels up a little further rather than trying to fire at max range every time. Finds a lot of villagers back here onto the berries. And let's take a look at that macro here, because
That's a lot of gold.
that's a lot of gold, right? Do we have a market in place?
Do not see one. There is Fort of the Hunters coming up right now, so Zod is aging up. Oh, Mangonel is trying to take a shot. Mangonel,
And these units are all gonna go down
Oh!
here.
the big shots from the Mangonels. Oh, a second big shot coming out. And that's gonna be the cleanup from the Mangonels.
Still, sofas are in the back here disrupting the
Houses?
house.
Very
They were
important.
like,
I hate this house.
I hate this house in particular.
Killed all the 5 villagers that were in the tower because, you know, they killed 4 before and now it's on 9. So
Yeah,
I'm
which
guessing those are the 5 ones that were in the tower.
which is fine, but like neither of them, like this game can still go anywhere, right? I do like all the walls coming up for Zoth though. That's the one thing I like.
Yep.
Right, I think that's the biggest advantage that Zoth has over Zazai right now. He's a lot less sensitive to these raids, and Zazai is not really looking for raids to begin with, right? Like Zoth has an army of sofas
Yeah.
that are very mobile and very good at getting some of those kills. And for Zazai, that's definitely not the case here. They have some camels here, but they're just a couple of camels mixed in to reduce the effectiveness of those sofas.
Yeah, we see for Zoth, we see a Springald coming in, and how do you call those again? Springald 2.0. Cover. Yeah. Culverins.
Yeah, you got it.
Culverins.
without any help.
My brain. I need sleep too.
Yeah, no, it's a culverin indeed. It's gonna be an anti-siege unit to deal with those mangonels.
Oh, there's another two
there
coming
are
out.
Musafati gunners.
There's 5. Oh, 7 on the. There's apparently 7, but I can see 5.
Needs to get those culverins firing right away.
Oh no, he's running with the culverin. Oh, that's one shot.
Actually, what you can do with those elite Musafatis is the stealth on them, and then you can just drop them right onto the mangonel, right? It's something that I absolutely love to do. That house is not gonna come up, sir. Needs to bring out more units. I do not like the numbers for Zoth here, right? Like, can't really afford to lose that culverin, but there are some horsemen out on the field. There are lots of Limitane here.
Yeah.
Some mangonels have gone out here, right? But the rest of the army here is all gunners and javelin throwers. And if those mangonels reach there we go, right? It's gonna do too much damage to really withstand this here. Needs to bring in more units. 8 sofas is not what we should be producing when we have this amount of resources, right? Let's take a look at this. We have so much.
There's so many production buildings you can be pumping out. Oh, there we go. Click more.
More. 6 Musafati, 10 Musafati gunners.
Your food should be on 0 right now because you could put it on 0.
Right, and there's so much wood, there's so much gold. There could be
siege units, cannons, Springalds.
Anything, right? The production just isn't quite there.
Yeah, just get anything out.
Like Zoth is producing less units at his home base, despite definitely having the room for it than his opponent is, right? Like, they're making more units. They're investing a lot more.
Yeah, and their bank is a lot smaller right now.
Yeah, they're playing it a lot tighter.
Yeah, because if you look at the income per minute right now, that's like 2,200. It's moving. It's hard if it's moving.
Okay, but this is 4K plus 8K. Plus 800 is 4,800, right?
Yeah, that's like 2,000.
2.5.
It's like 2,000.
There's a lot more income for Zoth here is the point, right?
Yeah.
Like, where are the units? Where is the production? Give us more Zoth.
Yeah, there's like 6 things in queue right now. We can have more things in queue.
We can have more things in queue, and there needs to be more things in queue. It's pulling back, and I think this is a mistake from Zazai. This is a mistake. If there is a point where Zazai is throwing this game, it's right here, right? Because they were winning this.
Yep.
For whatever reason, Zoth was unable to produce an actual decent defense for this.
Yep.
Right? And if Zazai is losing this game after this, it's because he didn't put the pedal to the metal here and just busted through.
We need to get a reroll in there. Would be nice. But yeah, definitely giving Zoth some space here.
Some space to build, and it's going to be the Typh Barns for Zoth here.
Yeah, having 3 of those relics. Fair enough. Fair enough. Have most of the relics. You would expect that Zazai would have gotten most of the relics because, had the most chance.
Yeah, and it's worth mentioning at this point, first. Right? Like, Zoth is an Imperial, which is the reason that Zazai should have pushed here.
Yep.
Right? Like, he was winning the fight. He was training better, right? He had the number advantage. I think he was doing really well. He was not really losing anything. Zoth doesn't even have a particularly fortified position, right? There's sort of the hundreds over here, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not the place you're fighting.
It's not here, right? Like, this is where you want to be fighting. Palatine School is coming up.
Oh,
More
the
raids
gold
coming
has
in.
been found, but there's not much gold left there. I mean, it's still a big raid. 29 villager kills, 30 villager kills. There's a lot of villagers on that gold. In the meanwhile, the army is pushing out. It looks a lot less scary now than it did before, to be honest.
Well, now he has 2 culverins, and now they're safely behind the walls, right?
Well, there's a wall
Whereas
that's open
those
there,
siege
you're right.
workshops were completely up for grabs, right? And then he didn't have any siege workshops.
True. But he should have rewalled that for sure. The Palestinian school is being denied by the so-called warriors.
Don't. It's not the Palestine School.
The Palatine. The Palatine.
Yes.
Don't laugh at me for not being able to
No,
read.
it's okay. It's okay. It's not the Palestine School.
The Palatine.
Yeah, the Palatine School.
Palatine. Okay, Palatine.
Yeah, no, actually, those mangonels went down in an instant. He gives up.
Oh.
He gives up. I don't quite know why. This game wasn't decided. I know he lost a lot of villages, but he wasn't 2 town centers. Anyways, GG to Zoth.
If you want to see more Age of Empires, click on one of these videos and make sure to subscribe to not miss anything.